Welcome to Deep Breath, the intentional pause we take together to slow things down for just a moment, to feel grounded in the present, focus on mental health, and recenter your day in small segments that everyone has time for. It is so good to be with you all today. It has been several months since I've been able to record a deep breath, so I'm feeling some extra joy in just being able to pause with you. So as we get started here, let's just take a moment to orient to our space around us. Kind of stretch your body a little bit. Notice if you've got some places that feel tight or that you're holding any tension. Notice the support of the ground beneath you. Maybe stretch your feet, your ankles, and notice that the ground holds you up. If you're sitting, your seat is able to support you without any effort on your part. Or if you're moving and walking and outside in nature, take in just the different sights of trees and birds and wildlife, or maybe it's even city life, whatever place you find yourself today. See what kinds of things you might notice to allow yourself to be here now. To notice your breath brings you right into this present moment. Deep breath in and an exhale out. I've had a great semester this spring of being involved in a couple different courses that have really stretched me and challenged me and inspired me, kind of taking areas of interest in healing trauma that I'm super passionate about. It's what I love to do. But also stretching me and challenging me, which I love, just taking it deeper, exploring a little bit more. And one of the things that has absolutely blown my mind is an idea that I learned from Linda Tai, who is an outstanding human, and I love the impact she's had on me this spring. The idea of a secure attachment to time. We talk about secure attachment and relationship with each other and in our care from a parent to a child, or perhaps with a partner or a mentor, a friend, a therapist. There's so many great relationships that we can learn about how to, whether it's get our needs met in a mutual way, caring for each other, or sometimes being someone who gives care to someone. Sometimes we're on the receiving end of care. But then there was this idea of we can have secure attachment even beyond people, that it can also be with nature and with animals and with learning and with, it's like ... all the things that we can have that secure attachment with. And I did some journal reflection around the idea of secure attachment to time, because I thought this is something I need to sort through and untangle. Time tends to get away from me, and I put so much on my plate, and it's not in a desire to be busy or distracted or just work so hard, or it's really coming from a place of having a huge capacity for learning and loving and serving and giving, but also in discovering about myself and refueling and self-care and micro moments that we talk about on Community Roots, just the small doses that we can do that bring healing and bring life and self-care comes in those small doses. So having a secure attachment to time, I could talk about this for quite a while, and maybe we'll do a long episode on this, but for right now, it's just a thought, a deep breath for a moment for you to reflect on. I think secure attachment to time is trusting that things will get done that need to, and trusting that some things have to wait a little bit, and trying to find a balance of what is my focus and my energy that's available to me right now, and where do I need to pay closer attention to the needs that I have, whether it's for rest or play, or, the idea of being an introvert that refuels when we have time to process on our own or recover and rest on our own, versus amount of time with others as an extrovert, getting refueled by being with others. Kind of trying to figure out what's a good balance, and that it's not something that's always the same. It's more of being present in the moments and checking in. And these aren't new things that we've never talked about, but it's just kind of something to sit with a little bit. So maybe I'll plant it as a seed for today and give you that brainstorm of what would it look like to have a secure attachment to time, and to be able to flow and float with whatever's most needed in the moment, and being attentive to that. That's something I think of with secure attachment. It's attentive and responsive. It meets needs. It helps to bring us life and connection to ourselves and to each other. And sometimes we get kind of out of equilibrium with that. And so how can we notice when something feels off and then we come back again? So that's all the time we have for today to look at that idea. But I want to keep talking about it, and I want to keep exploring it. And I would love for you to kind of ponder it yourself, reach out if you'd like to share some ideas about that. But for this day, thank you for joining me. Thank you for your willingness to pause in your day and connect and kind of find your footing a little bit with all the things that I'm sure you've got going on in your world. I appreciate you being here. We love having you as part of our Community Roots community. So we look forward to more coming as well, and hope that you will join us in that process. Reach out anytime and continue to check in with us, and we are so glad you're here. Have a wonderful day. Take care.